Today, Erika is talking about redefining playtime.
Yeah, it's not just for kids, it's critical for adults and businesses too. Thank you so much for joining us. What an interesting concept. We are all in so far. You say it creates safety, not just fun, and you see employees perform better. So explain what play is.
Yeah, so play creates psychological safety. When an employee can feel like they can laugh, they can be themselves, they can show up at work, that creates trust. And once you start to have trust and memories, then you can raise your hand to say, hey, can you look at this before it goes out to a client? Or would you mind helping? I don't know how to do something. You've created safety in a place where employees want to work better as a team, which leads to collaboration, innovation, and I think earned us a spot twice on the Inc. 5000 list.
Oh, amazing. I say we play a little bit around here. Lots of laughing and collaboration amongst us. Give us some examples of how you have woven play into the workplace and how we could.
Yeah, I mean, we work in the life science space, pharmaceuticals. It's very serious. We're doing serious things. And I think in high-stake environments, it's even more important to have play. So Halloween, we'll dress up. We will show our dogs on Zoom. When we have our all-company meetings, we take time off work to do things together, like to go to Disneyland or do glass blowing together. It's about creating opportunities for you to hang out as a team and have those moments of laughter and fun.
Yeah, you know, we just did that the other weekend. We were at the event, the fundraiser, and we came back, you know, excited and having a good time, and it was just such a great bonding moment. But what about, you said you're in the health space. What about those who are saying, it's a little too soft for that healthcare environment?
I truly believe play is not just a perk, it's a strategy. I think when you can create that type of teamwork and collaboration, it does lead to all of those ideas and innovation. And so I would say for anyone who thinks it's soft, you haven't seen what it can really do. And so give it a try, and you might find yourself having a little bit of fun too.
You say it's healing also, and you have a great example here because you have this nonprofit that gives sick kids these adorable superhero capes. Elaborate a little bit more on that for us.
Yeah, so I think, you know, play is super important, not just for work, but it's also in an unlikely place of a hospital where I think it's super important there as well. Play is medicine. It's how we process fear, uncertainty. It's how we just forget we're sick for a little while. And so at TinySuperheroes, for our kids, we give them superhero capes that actually tell them how brave, strong, and courageous they are. And then they earn patches for each of their missions. So every chemotherapy, CT scan, MRI scan, x-rays, they're believing they're going on a mission. And when you can reframe that for them, it makes them have a little bit more fun, which lowers your cortisol, which is a stress hormone. It increases dopamine, and maybe makes their bodies even a little more receptive to healing.
It really is changing your perspective, and I think that when you step away from your day-to-day tasks, you are more creative. You actually said that 30% of employees are more likely to be innovative. Expound on that.
Yeah, when you aren't just thinking about work and you're not just in the task at hand and you're actually playing or doing something different, or, I mean, we've had our employees design logos together as a team with coloring, like pencils and crayons. You're activating different parts of your brain, which then allows you to dream bigger and think differently about the actual work that you're doing.
Well, I'm going to jump back over to this because talking of dreaming and these little missions and patches, it's just fascinating. But you said the healing part is not just for children, it's also for adults.
Yeah. For parents, they've let us know, you've given us a new way to talk about what we're doing. It's a new way to talk about it with our family and friends, where instead of saying, here we're going for another chemo treatment, I just talk about my superhero. My superhero is going on another mission. It's going to be hard, but they're even repeating back to me, it's okay, Mama, I'm going to be brave. I'm going to earn my patch. And so everyone is feeling a little more uplifted, and you can talk about hard things in a way that doesn't feel so heavy.
Really quick, how do we convince our bosses to implement this?
So I would say play at work. I think, on my website, erikacenter.org, I have lots of examples there. And if you want to get involved with TinySuperheroes, you could give the gift of courage, strength, and hope today for a child on our wait list at tinysuperheroes.com.
I love what you're doing. Thank you so much. We're going to have more fun today. Everyone, read more about Erika and join her newsletter at erikacenter.org.